Omaha or bust for this team this year? I mean, I know you guys, that was a goal last year. It was a pretty realistic goal, cut a little bit short. But.
Yeah, we got a pretty good team this year. I know we're getting a lot of preseason stuff, and it's something. It seems a lot of way down the road, but I think that we have all the tools. Last year, obviously we had the bats, we had the pitching, we had the defense. I think this year we're bringing back a great arsenal of pitching, and Brutal and right up the middle, me in center, and Lucas and Z out there. I think that we've got if not the top defense in the conference, in the country too. I think that we've got all the pieces set in place to have a successful season. I think that being in the regional, first time for all of us, was a little eye-opening. I think that we can stick that in our back pocket for now, and take that and just use that as the season goes on.
How will you still be as good or better on a team that had 8 guys sign pro contracts?
It's a lot to replace, but I think that with the freshmen coming in, we kind of have built this. They know what to expect now coming in. They saw that successful season we had last year, and they came in. They just hit the ground running, and that's awesome to see. We can just kind of carry them with us, and they want to be successful. They want to be a part of the group, and when you have Corey and Grundy, and now AJ's going to step in, or if it's Shep, into that weekend role. We've got this pitching, we've got the defense that we know what it takes to be successful. And when you just bring those freshmen, I think that they can only be better for the program, and I think that it's just going to be great for us from here on out.
It's good for us to build on as a program to show us that we are successful, and to give us confidence knowing that we can win in this league. But this is a new year and a new team, and so we have to set new goals.
Is AJ going to be the third starter with you and Jared? Is that going to go?
I have no idea. I haven't heard. Coach Henderson hasn't mentioned anything to us. I know it's between him and Chandler. It depends. I mean, either we need a righty to start or we need a righty in the pen, and AJ and Chandler can both do it, and whichever one he chooses, I mean, I think it's going to be beneficial for the team.
Well, just basically, Corey, what's it going to take to be as good or better than last year, whether it's pitching, defense, or whatever? What just basically do you think it's going to take?
I mean, it's a little bit of everything, obviously, especially baseball-wise. But, this year our pitching and our defense, I think, is going to be unbelievable. And I think our core group of leaders, being from last year and having a few returners come back, I think that's going to be most beneficial for us as a team, because we've tried to establish the freshmen and let them know, like, this is what we do, this is how we're going to do it, and I think they're following just as much as we did when we were freshmen and sophomores. And I think being as a team like that, I think that the leaders that we have are what's going to help us strive.
It's going to be this team, guys. You were part of it last year. We tried out there and say, all right, here we are. We were pretty good last year.
Like, any concerns of just taking it easy, laying off the pedal? Oh, no, of course not. We got unfinished business to take care of, so no.
Obviously, Austin set the table as a leadoff guy last year, but how much is his personality? He's pretty brash and out there, and carries himself pretty confidently. How much is his personality, kind of the whole team's personality, what he does, and kind of you all go as he does?
Right, exactly. Like, if he goes, we go. Like, starts off the game leading off, big hit. Kind of he sets the tone for how our game's going to go. Being the leadoff guy, and his personality is great. Like, being out there, goofing off, loosens everybody up, kind of. So yeah, he's a huge part of how we play.
You're a pretty fiery guy too out there.
Yeah. It can come out. I can't control it. Just how I am.
Does it help?
Oh yeah, it helps a lot. Yeah. I think me closing out a game, getting excited and stuff, it even transfers over to the next game. We might have to face him again tomorrow or so. Yeah, I think it helps.
But it's real. It's not something you just trump up.
No. That's just how I am. Yeah.
Any sense that, last year you all kind of came out of nowhere, maybe not for you, but maybe around the SEC, people didn't see you all coming. Any sense of, that Kentucky won't sneak up on anybody this year, and how much that changes anything?
Yeah, we're not going to sneak up on anybody. So, last year, after we swept South Carolina, I think we set the tone that we were for real, and we didn't sneak up on anyone after that. But, this year, we're going to get everyone. We're going to have a target on our back to be one of the top teams in the SEC.
You guys